They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Softened them up with a run. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
And the Longhorns are on the move. They go to the ground. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Texas.
Four wide receivers on 2nd and short, guys. The whole playbook at their disposal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Back open in the middle. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give to the back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught close to the marker, it's Schaefer. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Now on the move. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the designed quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Pirouettes away from the defense. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. Touchdown Longhorns! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 14, Clemson 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
14, Clemson 0.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Got his man down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Texas.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback and his intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. They'll get down and put a stop for the return at about the 28-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field, get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something. And you're right. You'll wear your defense out. Continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense. You're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Clemson jumps to the line.
At the 43-yard line. Second down, coming up.
Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Texas offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Might as well stick with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Offensive linemen love to run power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the wideout. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Texas.
The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the second quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first quarter is one they'd love to forget. So find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated. Get them the football and let them go to work.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback checking off. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Fires to the big fella. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Give to the single back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it's on 4th down.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assigned. Looking to take a shot. And it's caught inside the 30. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Schaefer. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead of 14. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Direct snap. Got the first down and more. And he's out of bounds after a terrific run and a nice pickup.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. The give to the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Clemson is quick to the line. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Quarterback moving. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Just going to keep it after the snap. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Good job in coverage defending their own end zone there because you're trying to compress these windows and make it tough for the quarterback, and they were able to tip that one up in the air, and obviously it falls incomplete.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Off the play fake. Trying to get to it. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Between the uprights, it's good. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. Still running at the 40. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
They'll throw it on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Clemson jumps to the line. Right back to the well. They make the stop at the 19 after a pickup of 5.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. Motion from the offense. Calls his own number. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, but he just decided to take off.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback, and they're able to come away with a pick.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And he's got it inside the 35. Off he goes. Burnt orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At the 20-yard line. 2nd down.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Pulled down for the tackle.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking to throw. Dances away. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40.
And a first down.
He's looking to throw it. Moving out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Line getting set on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're bringing heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Defense is asleep.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man, they convert. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas 21, Clemson 3.
First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Handoff to the single running back. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Clemson is quick to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Snagged in the middle. It's Wolf. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on third and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches, and they didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Leaves it with the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Would they dare be aggressive on third down this deep in their own territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Got the quick pass, and he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Clemson jumps to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Buys a little time. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's fourth down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
The give as they work on that clock. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to buy time. And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He'll start this drive firing. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. Quarterback keeps it.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
This is a designed run. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Clemson is quick to the line.
No mystery there. 4th and inches. Hand it off. Keep the drive alive.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Snap it to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On second down, he'll let it fly. The sure hands, it's Cobb. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. To the ground with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. No huddle here for the offense. On second down, he'll fire. Extending the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Throws to the wideout. He makes a grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. A nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Time is against them. Still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a lot.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Second down.
business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything.